NAC students attending the Chapman Visiting Scholars Series lecture on Saturday, November 16th, were treated to 2 presentations from esteemed Chapman faculty. To open the lecture, Dr. Don Cardinal, Dean of the College of Educational Studies, shared his background with NAC students and surprised many of them with the unlikely path he followed into a career in academia.
Life wasn't always rosy. I don't come from multiple generations of PhDs. I failed junior college. I had a 1.68 GPA, and in the second semester I was dismissed. And so, I guess my message to you is the stuff I want to talk to you about. This was learned with not a whole lot of mentorship.
One day, while working as a laborer on a punch press in a factory, Dr. Cardinal's boss was fired without warning. This sparked an epiphany, and Dr. Cardinal decided to make a change for the better.
At that moment, I said to myself, I'm not going to be in a job that someone can just get rid of me. I'm not going to have 0 skills in my life so that when adversity comes, I can't rebound.
Despite losing his father, having run-ins with the law, and being asked to leave community college early in his educational career, Dr. Cardinal still managed to author his own rule book and find success.
Did you ever watch people that are successful and you think, boy, they make it look so easy? And maybe wonder, is there a book out there that maybe explains how you're supposed to do this and I just don't have a copy of it? I tell you, I spent most of my life thinking this. Well, you know what? They really do have a rule book. And today I'm going to try to help you find yours.
In search of the Rulebook of Success, Dr. Cardinal shared a few of the tips that he believes will help NAC students reach their goals.
I need you to understand that no matter what you've gone through, no matter what your family circumstances are, no matter what you'll still go through that are tough times, that you can transcend those. You can be successful no matter what happens in your life.
For the second half of the lecture, Dr. Peter McLaren shared his own story and then examined the life of author, educator, and philosopher Paulo Freire, noting his influence in the academic world.
Teachers at that time wanted you to memorize facts and figures, and somehow it was like taking knowledge like this, like it was a coin, and putting it in a bank. And the bank being the person's head, right? Just depositing knowledge in a person's head. He said that's not how people learn. That's the worst way to learn. So he was very much against, standardized testing and all of these things.
In 1980, Dr. McLaren wrote a book called Cries from the Corridor about his own teaching experience in Toronto, Canada. Shortly after its publication, the best-selling book rendered some unexpected and unfortunate results.
I'm listening to a radio show, CBC, Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, coast to coast radio show. The whole country can listen into this show, right? And who was the guy and who was the interviewer interviewing? A white supremacist, like a Ku Klux Klan type, right? Canadians got them, we got those guys there, unfortunately. And then the interviewer said, okay, thank you very much for sharing your opinion. I don't agree with your opinion, but thank you for sharing. And then the white supremacist said, excuse me, can I just have a few more seconds? Okay, 10 seconds. I want all Canadians to read a book. Peter McLaren's book, Cries from the Corridor. And the interviewer goes, well, why would you recommend that book? I know that book. Why would you, a person with your racist views, recommend that book by Peter McLaren? Because when you read how those dark-skinned kids act in class, you want to change the immigration laws to keep them out. I almost went through the windshield. So when I came to the States and they wanted to publish this, I said, no. They said, well, maybe make you a lot of money. I said, no. Then I said, you know what? Okay, as long as I can write a counter book within the same book and talk about why I shouldn't have written this book and what the book should have been like, which I did. And it came out as a book called Life in Schools.
Later, Dr. McLaren, with the help of Janae Dimmick, the Director of Higher Education Services for the Nicholas Academic Centers, led NAC students in a number of exercises from the Theater of the Oppressed curriculum. The first exercise is known as Colombian hypnosis. In the exercise, one partner must follow the hand movements of the other, keeping a close stare fixed on the moving hand. When the exercise was expanded to a group setting, a clear hierarchy emerged, and students first noticed an issue of power.
It's like a chain of command. You know, somebody's controlling you, and they're 10 or 15 steps away, and you just have to kind of guess what's going on in front.
Students also participated in an exercise called Blind Car, in which one partner led the other through a series of commands. The person in control, or the driver, signaled the blinded partner, or car, for changes in direction based on specifically placed touches on the back. A similar exercise followed in which students used unique sounds to lead their partners around the room. Finally, students took turns positioning 6 chairs to demonstrate various models of the structure of power. The Chapman Visiting Scholars Series is made possible through the partnership between Chapman University and the Nicholas Academic Centers. Now, in their 4th year of existence, the lectures have exposed hundreds of Santa Ana students to a collegiate environment. Lectures such as the one presented by Dr. Cardinal and Dr. McLaren have helped NAC students envision themselves in college.